it's Canada Day today, Canada Day.
I saw
Uh,
that.
yes, and so we have our resident Canadian here, and she has a video for us.
Oh, very nice. Okay, let
It's,
me
it's,
make you
it's, a, it's
a
a music video for us.
oh, okay, let me make you a poster, like a Rolo poster.
It's very, she has, this is her. She has the video, not me.
Yes,
Here we go.
that's why I'm doing. Okay.
All righty. So, welcome everyone. Who just was Reverend Wayne from Miracles Everywhere. Today's we have a impersonal life with Linda and I. But before we get going on that, it's Canada Day, and we have uh, Ozzy Whitehead, who is our resident Canadian, and she has a video for us. And she is it's a music video. It's the national anthem for Canada, but it's done in a different sort of way, I guess. I only listened to about 30 seconds of it, so I don't know much about it, but I think you'll enjoy it. So hit it odds whenever you're ready. I think we're ready, so go for it.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras c'est pour l'épée.
Holy smoke. That was something.
I love that.
Oh,
Oh,
Canada. Holy, that's it. Imagine that was always the national anthem. They should play it at every ball game everywhere. The whole thing.
Yeah, that should be the national anthem. That's why I played the national anthem and then went, let's
Yeah.
change it.
Yeah.
So thanks
Well,
for
will you
letting
put
me
will
share.
you put that together?
Yeah, well, I did. I screen recorded like both of those
Oh,
from
I didn't know that.
YouTube, and then
Oh.
I put it in CapCut to put the lyrics because they didn't have the right lyrics. So
Oh, that's
it
great.
was fun. It was
Yeah.
good. Thank you for
oh,
letting me
that's
share.
brilliant. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Very good. I didn't
I
need
love that. Thank you.
I thought
Thank
you
you,
found that. I
guys.
thought you excellent, excellent. That was great. That was great. That was that first 10 seconds of that you showed me. I didn't see the whole thing. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, all right.
That's
So
fun.
personal life on the way. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Cool.
See
Hey,
here.
Dove. What's that?
See
Let's see it.
Here we go.
There he comes.
To rearrange some things here on my screen so I can see. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
bigger, bigger, bigger. And then we got to go to our page, which I don't even remember where we were. But I should have looked it up. But I think uh let's see, this is page 19. Okay, I think we read all this.
I think so. Yeah. I think we're kind of far.
Yeah, about how we got here in the first darn place. Let's see, this looks about good.
Yeah, use doesn't sound very familiar. Use.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar to me. Yeah, I'm like, okay, and it may be, but who cares? Let's read it again anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so do you want to read or you want me
All
to
right, I'll start.
Okay.
All right, now I have purposely stated clearly all the how and why of these things. For I have reserved for you when you call upon me, so to do, and are capable of receiving it, an inspiration from within with a far more comprehensive vision of the unfoldment and development of my divine idea, and its final perfected expression then is herein pictured. If I were here to tell the real meaning of my manifestations before you were consciously capable of experiencing its truth, you never would believe my words, nor could you comprehend their inner application and use. Therefore, as I begin to awaken in you a realization that I am within, and more cause you human consciousness to become an impersonal channel through which I can express, will I gradually reveal to you the reality of my idea, dissipating one by one illusions of the ages, which have you hidden me from you, enabling me thereby to manifest through you my heavenly attributes of earth in all their humanly divine perfection. I have herein given you but a glimpse of my reality, but just to extend that which has been revealed becomes clear, will more be opened up to you from within, and far more wonderful than this now seems to you. For my idea within, when it finally and completely shines through its mantle of flesh, will compel you to worship and glorify me far above. Wait, I lost you. Where am I? Far above all that human mind and intellect can now conceive of us as God. Before you can make conscious of all this and truly comprehend it, you and your human personality must make it possible for me to reveal it by turning within to me as the one and only source, bringing to me your measure absolutely empty of self, and with mind and heart as simple and trusting as those of a child. Then and only then, when nothing of the personal consciousness remains to prevent my filling you full to overflowing with the consciousness of me, can I point out to you the glories of my real meaning, for which this whole message is but an outer preparation. The time has now arrived, however, for you to comprehend somewhat of this. Enough has been revealed to prepare you for the recognition of my voice speaking within. Therefore, I shall now proceed as if you realize I am within, and these truths which I voice through the medium of these pages are but to impress more strongly upon your consciousness these phases of my idea, which you could not clearly receive direct. So he's what? He's giving us indirectly? Well, he's just saying we're ready. That we're hearing appeals to the truth, consequently, but a confirmation of that which my idea has heretofore been certain to express within. So he's saying basically we're ready now.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, that what he's been doing is preparing us
for this moment.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even think too much, because I was thinking, well, yeah, but this was in what, 1914, but it's now. It's now. Always now. So he might have been surprised himself to know that people weren't getting it until 2024, and maybe now even or not, who knows?
Yeah, well, truth is truth. I mean, it's not as if he's talking about situations of that time, like politics or anything like that. This is very universal.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So he is. Did you read this one? Therefore, I shall now proceed as if you realize. Yeah.
That's the lesson I read.
Yeah. Right. So yeah. So that's it. It's like, therefore I shall now proceed as if you are already there, as if you already know, because you do, because I do. And that's the only reason that I don't recognize it is because I have actually hidden it from myself. But
well, it says right here too, which is interesting, that which does not appeal to you, which you don't recognize as your own, pass by. But that means I do not desire yet if you receive it yet. Yeah. We don't do that. We never do that.
Yeah.
We don't pass by stuff that we don't understand. We grind on it.
Yeah, that's true.
We grind on it. I don't understand that. And we sit there and don't move forward ever. And that's what I don't do with the course anymore. I just go past it, and I figure it'll answer itself down the road.
And it will. I mean,
and it always does.
Repeat it a dozen times, if not more. So
and that's sort of like what he's saying, almost with life in general. Anything you don't understand, that's not what you're meant to understand.
Yeah, I mean, think about how much we understand compared to how much we don't understand, and you recognize that there's not enough time.
Yeah, we're meant to understand very little.
Yeah, we don't understand any of it.
And even if we understand everything, then we're first in trouble. Then what do we do?
Yeah.
I mean, someone once said that the trouble that we have now is that we can figure out the answer to everything too quickly. I mean, it used to be if I had a question like, who's so and so, or what did so and so do, some celebrity, or who did this? You couldn't figure it out. You'd say, well, I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll find out. Oh, that's someone. I think someone's call so and so. You can't. We'll find out that. Now, let me. And now you have the answer.
Yeah, Google it. And
Yeah.
AI knows everything.
Everything. So you can
And
find out anything you want right now.
yeah, and so it's because we have given up the journey. You know,
Exactly.
we're not traveling through the learning experience. We're just jumping to the conclusion. And what happens when you just jump to the conclusion, it's just like, if you don't understand how to do the math problem, no amount of, using the computer is going to
Oh
or
yeah, it's,
the calculator.
it's looking at the answers.
Yeah, so
We're looking at the answer sheet, and that's
yeah,
what
you have to know
we have
how
to
to
do the
get
work.
there.
Yeah, you have to do the work.
Yeah,
Math.
exactly.
You just
Cindy has her hand up.
oh,
Hi, guys. With all the information at our fingertips, is what I observe is the world any better off, on a whole?
no.
That's all I want to say.
Hmm. It's
Yeah,
true. No, you're right. It's not. It's not. And we have all this information right immediately. And that's what I was saying. If we know everything, then what? Then what do we do? We don't know what to do anymore. Now we know nothing
yeah,
because now we know have no idea what to do. Right? Now we got everything we've always wanted. We know everything quickly that we can know at least. And now we say, well, now what do we now what can we know? If we know everything that we can know now, then what else can we know? And then we said, well, we don't have the ability to know anything else. And
yeah.
there's so much, and there's so much more to know, but we've tapped out.
Yeah, but we need to know ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is the thing that we don't know because we're so busy looking at the internet. Going on. I mean, holy cow, man.
Yeah.
It's like that's people's entire experience now is, they're walking around, and I'm not saying anything wrong with walking around with looking at your phone all day, because I read books on my phone. I do all kinds of stuff on my phone.
Oh,
But
sure.
but that's gotten to be now our experiences in the palm of our hand. Did you ever see that movie called Wall-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
it's
that.
Disney, and he's the little robot guy
Yeah.
alone on the planet, and there's one little plant that he's taking care of that's left after everything's been destroyed, and the humans are in this big huge ship, and they're like, flying around till Earth becomes habitable again, or something. But over the generations, these people they're just like total couch potatoes. They just sit in these moving chairs, and they are
Yeah.
all huge, and they have no muscle control. They're just like, um, and they're given everything. They don't have to do anything. They're given everything, and so they have, and their experience is just over and over the same. It's really a very boring, boring life, because there's nothing to challenge their thinking or challenge their mind. And then they get to finally come to Earth, and because there is a plant, and so things can grow here again. So they come to Earth, and when they get off the ship, they're like, man, I don't know about this. Is
Hello?
not how
We
am I
lost
gonna
you.
how am I gonna do
At least I
this?
lost you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
But
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 the
but
I think the great cosmic joke is,
Can anyone hear me?
yes,
yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead, Wayne.
I lost him.
Hello?
Hello. You can't hear us? I can hear you. Let me message him. Yes. Okay. But you don't hear us.
Oh, I don't hear anyone.
Okay. Maybe go out and come back in.
Maybe I should only come back. We'll see what happens. All right. So you didn't hear me. That's great. So I'm gonna come back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back.
Who's on first?
They must hear me. Oh my goodness, that
And,
cracks
and
me up.
it makes me think of who's on first.
I know. I love it.
But
But
I
yes,
think that
Anyway, go
I
on.
just want, let me say something real quick. I think that's the great cosmic joke is we're all searching and looking like the prodigal son, we're all worried about what's going to happen to us, and yet there's a father at home preparing a banquet for us, a party for us, and we don't realize that. And
Exactly.
so anyway.
All right, you hear me now?
Yes.
Good.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you heard me before. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know what that happened. All right. So, where were we?
Yeah. So we were talking about that movie Wall-E,
All
and
right, well,
and
yeah.
how at the end when they finally come down to Earth, the captain is like, and he's like the one that you're thinking is probably going to be like, well, let's get back in the ship because there's nothing for us to do here. But no, he was like, get out the shovels. We're going to repopulate Earth, and I look at that and I think, that's exactly uh, you know, what we have to be willing to do. Just stop everything that keeps us comfortable, makes us comfortable, like they were in that ship and they had everything and they didn't have to worry about anything, but they had no quality of life.
Right, yeah, right,
And,
yeah.
and so, that's us, if we really,
Well, we seem to have everything and we have nothing at the same time.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So,
And it's okay though. So I mean, look, if we have everything, if we have nothing, it was the same thing. There's nothing here anyway. So nothing's getting bent out of shape about it, like you said. It's just like that. Oh well.
yeah. Oh, well.
Oh well, yeah, exactly. I mean, so we know nothing whether we have all the information or not. We have all the information. I mean, what I'm talking about is things like, who's that person? Who is this person? We don't have all the information that we need, really, if you think about it. We don't have all the information on how to heal sicknesses. You know, and so long as the Son of God is still swimming with himself, so long as so convinced on a collective level that he's here, we're never going to move on.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm guessing, that because of, these things that just have happened in the last few days with you, that you're, looking at it going, what the heck, what, where is the healing? I mean, and
Oh
I know
yeah.
you're not going to whine about it, but I know you're thinking, what am I supposed to be learning from this so that I can learn it?
Well,
And
the other thing I can learn from it is how not to give a hoot about it. That's all I really can do because there's nothing I could do about it except not care enough about it, get to a place where I can make better choices to how to heal it and read the correct books, watch the correct shows, surround myself with the correct energy is all I can do. But if everything that's coming out of me is fear of what it means and terror of what it could mean, then I'm never going to get to that place. And so I just kept letting the feelings come up and then released them, whatever they were. So all the negative ones, especially, and I just let them go. I just said, "The heck with them. They're not me," and I'll let them go. I did a lot of lesson 14, and I let them go. And what I was left with was just the insight that I don't have to run around.
yeah,
I don't have to run around. I can have my bed, and it's hard to get around. It's a little tiring to get around right now, but I'm
yeah,
walking better. I walk. Parkinson's is funny because sometimes you can walk well, sometimes you can't. I'm not walking well 80% of the time. 20% of the time, I can walk okay. I mean,
yeah,
it depends. I can't walk around the house very well. That's the problem.
yeah.
Because I have to get going. If I get going, I can walk, and I can't stop. Actually, if it wasn't the pain, if it wasn't like me, it'd be funny.
Yeah, exactly. And it is funny, and you do laugh about it, and you will laugh about it because you just see how silly it is,
I mean,
honestly.
to watch me walking on this, I mean, my wife knows what I'm thinking because I can't think and walk.
Yeah,
So she says, hurry up, stop thinking when I'm behind her. And then and then if I'm walking and then I can't stop very well because your feet freeze or something to that effect. And so it's like it's like your feet freeze, your legs freeze, but your body keeps moving. So it's oh, it's
yeah,
like I be careful. So I have to slow down, kind of like on the way, like a car. You have to slow down, otherwise the jumps. So I have to slow down. I'm like halfway, like a third of the way down as I'm into the stuff. So now slowing down. So it's all kind of funny, actually, as long as you don't give a hoot about it. Once you don't give a hoot about it, then you're just walking funny.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm assuming or hoping that you're using a walker.
Well, the walker doesn't help as much as you think. Because if the walker is going to help, then the cane can help just as much. Because
Oh,
the
a
thing
cane
is,
as
yeah,
well?
yeah. Because the thing is, my legs are either basically paralyzed, or they're working well. On occasion, they work well.
Uh-huh.
If they're paralyzed, then the walker doesn't work
Yeah,
because I can't use my arms. My arms are too weak to use it as full. I'd have to use my arms completely,
right,
and I
right.
can't do that. So because I can't drag my legs, I have to use the walker, not a dragger. So I have to use the
A dragger.
dragger. So I have to walk with it. So what I do is I have to use a wheelchair, but I don't have anyone to push it. So I have to either use the cane or walk.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, either a cane or nothing really. Because if I can walk, I'll use the cane, but I can go faster with the cane.
Yeah, so I have these because I don't know if probably never talked about this before here with you guys, and maybe I have and maybe I haven't, but I have a vestibular problem that I was given some antibiotics a long time ago, and it destroyed my vestibular nerves, both ears completely. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, you
have
mentioned it. Yeah,
no
you
sense of balance at
balance
all,
it.
none,
Yeah.
no sense of balance at all. And so, but as long as I can see where I'm going, then I'm okay. But as soon as it's dark or I can't see, I will literally fall down,
Yeah.
literally fall down, not even think, not nothing. I'm not passing out. I just fall down because I don't have any sense of where I am in space. And I went through a whole bunch of testing at the Cleveland Clinic, and they determined that there was permanent damage to those nerves. And so yeah, I use a walker, I use a cane, uh,
Yeah.
I use I got this thing called an up walker. I would not recommend it because it's like really not very stable. But I use like hiking canes, like walking canes.
Oh,
Uh,
I have the tall
yeah,
things. The tall
yeah,
things. Yeah,
uh-huh, yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah, and those work pretty well too. And I had to get over, uh for me it was really difficult because I was not very old when this happened, and when the doctors, prescribed me a walker, I was like devastated, and I was like, "No, I can't use a walker because I'm a professional woman, and I travel all over the world, and how am I going to do that?" And I really willed myself to just do what I needed to do. But I do generally use a cane, um,
Yeah.
so or walker if I'm
Yeah.
going someplace where I'm doing a lot of walking. But and I have fallen down a million times.
Yeah. I fall all the
Uh,
time.
me and the ground are very close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I fall, and I fall around my family all the time, so they get very concerned,
yeah,
and they get angry actually.
yeah,
Is that whatever? Is it, wait, stop! Be careful! Be careful!
yeah, yeah. I mean, what you gonna do? Well,
Yeah.
you learn how to fall down so that you don't hurt
Yeah.
yourself too much.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall down, or I try to move out of the way of what I'm falling down. I end up like falling forward like 8 feet, and then
Yeah,
fall down. I'll jump fall onto the couch. I try to if I falling down, I try to find a place I can fall onto.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I
but
mean, you learn.
yeah, I understand the balance thing because balance is the same type of thing. If I stop, I can stop, but I sway.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, here it goes.
yeah,
But it sounds like it's terrible, but actually, I'm doing quite well according to them. They'll tell me my burdens. This is very sudden.
yeah,
I'm in stage 3 of this here, stage 4, where it can happen very quickly. So hopefully, I got a miracle here because they can't do anything. They said,
yeah. And it could be, it could be maybe you got a little bit of a virus or
oh,
something, or
somebody, you never know. You never know.
you don't know what could have, knocked you
Yeah,
off, and
yeah. Yeah,
so
it's a thought disease. Remember, they call it a brain disease, but what's a brain disease? It's a thought disease, and it's
yeah,
not like I'm missing a part of I'm missing the dopamine, and dopamine is just pleasure and reward and the reward center of your brain, and I don't have a lot of that, so I can't. Since my sense of reward and punishment or whatever is not as like everyone else's. It's different than everyone else's. And so I call it a thought disease because if I'm happier and I'm stronger and I have more positive thoughts, I can walk better.
Wow.
It's that simple. I mean, I know I can because I'm in a better mood. I sit up better, and my posture is better, and I can walk better. I don't walk great, but I walk better. I don't need a cane. I don't need
Uh-huh.
anything. I can walk, especially if I'm outside and I get going. I can walk. I can keep up with people. But if I'm down, I'm out, I'm stressed out, all that kind of stuff. Then I just, my legs get heavier, my body gets heavier, and I don't walk as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as you get older, it's hard to think well. You have to pattern on that for a long time, especially when you're being attacked, when your mind is being your brain's being attacked,
Yeah.
or really being attacked at least.
Well, and you
Anyway,
have to have the energy to do it, and you have to have the initiative to do it. And that's why, for me, getting up here and coming in here every day and being with you guys,
yeah, keep you
that
going.
has helped me tremendously through so many things. And I know that, it really is uh it really does have to do with your mood, a lot
Oh yeah,
of how it affects you. So
yeah. We live in our moods.
yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
we
So
live in our moods. All
uh,
right, so should we go on?
yeah, okay.
All right, so where are we?
You want me to read on or you want
Yeah,
to?
you read. No, you read.
Okay.
You read.
All right. See, okay. All right. Therefore, I shall now proceed as if you realize I am within. I know we already read this, but
Yeah, well,
I am
fine.
within, and that these truths, which I voice through the medium of these pages, are but to impress more strongly upon your subconscious those phases of my idea which you could not clearly receive direct. That which herein appeals to you as truth is consequently but a confirmation of that which my idea has heretofore been struggling to express from within. I'm going to read that again because that's a lot of words.
Mm.
That which herein appeals to you as truth is consequently but a confirmation of that which my idea has heretofore been struggling to express from within. So he's been trying to express through us,
Whatever we want to be expressed.
but we have been not so cooperative, apparently.
Well, yeah,
So
well, because we haven't known that was the prerequisite. I mean, I never realized that the prerequisite for what I want to learn is what I want to learn. I mean, I know that, but what I want to learn is basically whatever appeals to me. Whatever doesn't appeal to me means sometimes I don't want to learn something, but I figure I have to.
exactly, yeah,
You feel you should at least. Yeah, I should learn this. I should keep on reading. But if I get, I spent my whole life going from thing to spirituality to spirituality. I mean, Course in Miracles I've kept now for 20 years, which is a long time for me. 20, for people
yeah,
to consider. But usually I read books. I have hundreds of books in my house, and I read a chapter from one book and another book. And I realize though if one book appeals to me and another book appeals to me, another book appeals to me, even if I'm reading chapters and chapters and chapters, then that's what God wants me to read.
exactly,
And if I get to a third chapter in a book and I'm bored with it, then that's not what God wants me to read. And
exactly,
that's what this is saying.
yeah, yeah. And boy, I'll put that down right away. I
Yeah.
have books that just sit here and collect dust
Yeah.
because they don't
And,
appeal to me.
and then one day they will. That
Yeah,
happened recently.
yeah,
I'm taking a writing workshop. I had a book for 20 years. I never could read it. It was so writing was so small and it was like 500 pages. And finally I gave it away. It was so sad. I gave it away. I'm not gonna ever read this. I'll let it sit there and piss me off when I look at it. So I gave it away. And then 2 weeks later, but 2 months later, I decided to join a writing workshop. And I wanted it now. I couldn't believe I gave it away. I had to order it again. I had to order it again, and it was pretty expensive, $40 book. I couldn't believe it, but I had to. But I needed it for the class. I needed to. It was about I had to write a movie and I had to write a dark comedy, and it was all about this guy. And I got it through a friend, but it was just the strangest thing because every book at some point might appeal to you.
yes, yeah, yeah.
You have it on your shelf.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to continue reading.
All right.
That which does not appeal and which you do not recognize as your own, pass by, for that means I do not desire you to receive it as yet, which is what we are just saying.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it makes it one thing. It makes sense if you think about it. It's pretty lucky if you get the one book that has everything you want in it.
yeah,
So you read a chapter here, chapter there, chapter here, chapter there.
yeah,
It makes
yeah.
perfect sense.
Yeah, I've read a lot of books before I read A Course in Miracles.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't think I've read any books since. I mean, I've read like, certain things, but not like,
No,
this is a book that's going to tell me what I need. This course tells me everything I need to know.
oh sure,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm,
And as long as you keep it paramount, I keep it primary. I can do whatever I want. I mean, everything kind of gets into what was I looking for? It gets kind of set underneath the course. In other words, it's measured by the course for me. That's what I'm.
yeah. Yeah.
So what we're reading right here. I mean, I haven't found anything here that really that crosses
It's all seemed to be the same
it
to
seems to
me.
be the same thing. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
presented with
Yeah.
a different attitude. That's about it. But otherwise,
And it was just like this because this book here, this is explaining in greater depth things that the course has, told us. And, we're just seeing more of of the way that it works. So yeah,
he seems to be more about also about how God is just in
yeah,
control of every little thing. I mean, the course says that also, but he hits on that every moment here. It seems
yes,
that
yes.
he's taking us through this world completely. The course hits that in a roundabout sort of way because this is a dream, and the dream's not really even here, and so everything is controlled by God also. You know, this seems to be saying the same thing, but it says don't worry about everything that you're doing. It's fine, but it's me doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Which I mean, that's a much better
Oh, unless you
thought
can.
than I
I
had.
believe this.
Yeah. So okay, so let's
Laura?
see. All
All
right.
right, I'm not sure what's going on here.
All right. Can't hear me now? Can you hear me?
Hello? All right, I'm
Um,
gonna try it again. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm trying
okay.
to figure out what's going on. I'm right back.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, all this experience is all for the same to get us to this place where we are right now. I love it. So while he's gone, I'll continue reading. Oh no, here he comes back. There he is. Can you hear me now?
Somehow I'm turning my audio off. When I came back in now, the audio was off.
Huh, that's weird.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I still can't hear you.
Huh. I don't know what's
It's
going
terrible. I'm gonna reboot the computer. I'm right back.
on. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I can play a song, but he'll be right back. Anyway, so I'm just continuing to read. He'll be right back, I'm sure. So, but each truth I voice herein will go on vibrating until it reaches the minds I have quickened to receive it. That's us. So we're getting it vibrated to us right now. Ring. For every word is filled with the potent power of my idea, and to minds that perceive the truth hidden therein, this truth becomes a living reality. Being that phase of my idea, they are now worthy and capable of expressing. Now, let me see what's going on with Wade. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to share? Any thoughts about this? There is a motion at my door. Let's see if I can find his number, because I haven't spoken to him for a while. All right, here he's coming back in. All right, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Yay!
That's really weird. Whenever I come back in, the audio is shut off. I don't know why. It should be off unless I turn it off, right?
Yeah, no,
So
it
something
shouldn't.
it's turning off for some reason, and it's only your audio that's shutting off. You hear me, so I'm not sure what's going.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
No.
So,
Must
so
be
I
some-
read this paragraph, but I'm going to read it again.
Okay.
Each truth I voice herein will go on vibrating until it reaches the minds I have quickened to receive it. For every word is filled with the potent power of my idea, and to minds that perceive the truth hidden therein, this truth becomes a living reality. Being that phase of my idea, they are now worthy and capable of expressing.
Yeah.
He doesn't say and understanding, he says expressing.
Right.
So he expects us to be able to express this that we're learning.
Yeah. Yeah. Express our ability. Well, his word,
Yeah,
his desire for us to express what peace, I guess, inner peace.
yeah,
Yeah. Simple, very simple, very simple. Everyone wants more than just peace. They want peace plus. Because they Adam, he wanted good and evil.
yeah. And so we and that's why we're among the teachers of God.
Exactly.
So
To remind people that all they need is the good.
that's it.
They don't need the evil too. Yeah.
So as all minds are but phases of my infinite mind, or parts of it manifesting in different forms of mortal nature, when I speak through the medium of these pages to your mind and to other minds, I am but speaking to my mortal self, thinking with my infinite mind, pushing forth my idea into earthly expression.
And see, this is what I mean by he hits on the idea that he's controlling everything. Because you don't hear him. Oh shoot! Hold on one second. This is why I'm having. Hold on one second.
I hear you still.
No, but hold on. All right, all right. This is why I'm saying he's talking about here. If I am speaking to my mortal self. He's speaking to his mortal self.
Yes,
So see, he is speaking to his world. He is the world. He is the mortality. It's his self. Everything is his. And he hits on that a lot. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
He's
Us
constantly,
included.
yeah, he's including us. And the course does that also. I mean, the course is basically saying that the course is whatever exists is God.
Yes,
So the extent that the dream is a dream, I mean, sure, a dream is not there. A dream by definition is not there. That's the definition of a dream. It's an illusion. But the illusion, this is very strange. It's kind of a hard thing to understand for me. But the illusion is there.
yeah,
It exists as an illusion.
yeah.
And so
That
does that make sense?
yeah, that because the illusion is something that is taking the place of what is
Or
really there.
reality.
It's
Yeah.
taking the place of reality.
Yeah. Like a nighttime dream, even nighttime dream, that you're having a dream, but you're having an illusion, you're having something that's not there. So to the extent that you're having that dream, as what he seems to be saying here, that dream, to the extent that it is there, which it's not, but it kind of, in a strange way, is, because it is a dream. You're being fooled.
Exactly.
And then you think you're somewhere. So to the extent that thinking is there, that thought is there, that's God as well. And that's what he seems to be saying here when he says, phase my idea of being really capable of expressing, I am but speaking to my mortal self, my mortal self. So there's nothing to worry about. And everything every choice we make from a mortal place is his mortal place making the choice.
Yeah. So that means that we are innocent.
Yeah, exactly. Totally innocent. Nothing we have to worry about. I mean, even like right down to making the choice to create the sickness. I mean, create my Parkinson's.
We're
Create for him.
expressions of God and an expression of God's love.
Exactly.
That really
Wow.
is how we're expressing. So let's see. Just so you will soon be thinking my thoughts and be conscious that I am speaking within directly to your human consciousness. And you will then no longer have to come to this or any of my outer revelations, either spoken or written, in order to perceive my meaning. For I am not within you, and I am not you, and you are not one with me, who live in and express through the consciousness of all minds, knowing all things. So let me say that again.
Yeah.
For am I not
Oh, that's
For
good.
am I not within you, and am I not you, and are you not one with me, who live in and express through the consciousness of all minds, knowing all things? Isn't that weird how I read that completely
I know.
opposite?
When you read that, I was confused. Wait, what?
Oh my God. I mean, this is the resistance.
That's funny.
That's
Or am I
great.
not within you? Am I?
Where am I not within you? Am I not you? Are you not one with me? Wow, that's crazy. So all that remains for you to do is to enter into the all consciousness of my mind and abide there with me, even as I abide within my idea in your mind. Then all things shall be yours as they now are mine, being but the outer expression of my idea, and existing only by reason of the consciousness I gave them when I thought them into being. It is all a matter of consciousness, of your conscious thinking. You were separated from me only because you think you are.
That's the point. But you think you are literally we're thinking.
Yeah,
Our thoughts are created the way we think we are. That way it's important because it's not that we think we are like we have this idea that we are, and we're actually thinking this whole world into existence. Everything's thought.
but
Everything's mental. It's all mental. You know?
yeah, that's crazy.
There's one mentality here too, and seeing itself as many. It's kind of like one of those mirror things. We have one person that's there, but there's millions. You know,
Mhm. Yeah,
it was like, okay, so where are we?
let's see. I just read,
Oh,
can
yeah.
you not see it?
Well, yeah. Well, then, okay.
Okay. So do you want me to continue or you want to read?
Oh, no. Well, then, think, believe you or I that we are not separated, that we could not possibly be separated, for we are one in you and you within me. Think this is so. Determinedly image it is so. Verily, the moment you are conscious of this, that moment are you with me in heaven. Nice.
Yes.
We have to think it so. Like we said that, it's possibly separate. But we are one. I'm with you. Think this is so. So if we think it so. We should say it so. Using words and our words can help us think. Because if we say things that are true to ourselves and to others, our mind kind of conforms to the words. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's
Especially
true.
if you say to others, and then they all start to believe you.
Yeah, and
They
that's
all,
what happens in this world. It's crazy.
yeah, and then your thoughts start to change. I remember I quit smoking cigarettes because I told my wife, and she was my girlfriend at the time. I told her I'd quit. I lied to myself a lot. I kept saying I'm going to quit to myself. I kept breaking my promise to me, but to Lisa, my wife, my girlfriend at the time, I couldn't. I kept my promises with somebody else.
Huh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
when it's
I
somebody
like
else,
that.
sometimes you tell somebody something that you want to be true, and then that becomes. But it's kind of when you post something on Facebook, it becomes more real
Yeah.
when you share
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And I like he says, think this is so. Determinedly image it as so.
Right.
Barely the moment you are conscious of this, that moment you are with me in heaven. So he's telling us a practice. He's telling us, think it, imagine it, determinedly imagine it,
Yeah.
that
It's
we are
really
one with God.
I wonder how you do that. I mean, you meditate on it, on the idea I am one with God. You can use the I am, be still and know that I am God. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That takes determination. That's been helpful to me though, 'cause every once in a while I'm just I think of it and it helps. It's a good mantra. It's to just use over and over again. But then anything you want to just anything you want to any way you want to express God, anything that appeals to you would be one way to express them, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
determine to see things differently. I mean, see things differently and change your life. Change your life for the better. It can be done. I'm determined to image myself running around having a good time. Now, I might not be able to get to that place, but shoot for Asia B's. So I'll determine to image myself running around, doing my thing, having a good time, and then I'll just and then I won't be attached to it, but it'll be out there. It'll be something I image for myself, and then
You know,
imaging I found works best when you do it symbolically.
yeah.
Imaging because everything is symbols anyhow. So I put myself running around having a good time. I realize that's just a symbol. I'm not going to be running around, but I can walk better.
You know, it's really interesting. When I was younger, that's how I used to do. Like, I would just imagine, I would get this idea, I want to do this, or I want to be a part of this, or whatever. And I would just imagine myself doing it. And then I would find myself with the opportunity somehow to do it.
Yeah,
And a lot of times I would already know what to do because my imagination had given me the whole scenario. Like, I could picture it all. And people would be like, "Oh my gosh, you learned this so quick." Well, no, I knew it already because,
yeah. But you imagine it.
yeah,
You
because I
imagine,
imagined it.
the whole world's imaginary anyhow. The whole world is a part of our imagination. So all you really want to try to do, it's easier said, but all you really want to try to do is imagine differently.
That's it.
And then at first it's going to feel fake. It feels phony. It feels strange. It doesn't feel real. The more you put your focus on, it, the more you read about it, the more you see it everywhere, the more you change, the more your whole mood changes, and then you see things differently, and then you experience things differently. I want to try to
Exactly.
do that with my walking. It's hard though, 'cause I have people living in the house that like to watch different videos than I do, and I have my daughter. She likes to watch horror movies and thrillers, and so I can do it though. I'll try. We'll see.
You never know.
We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
Is that 5 minutes? What do you think? Well, I'll try another paragraph or two.
Do I what?
Well, we have 5 minutes left, so we'll try another paragraph.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe, well, you know what? I'm just gonna highlight where we're at
Oh, okay.
and
Well, we think, yeah, all right, cool.
yeah, highlight that, and hopefully that'll stay that way. When I come back, I'll be able to find our page again.
Yeah,
Uh,
and well, we had before. It was.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be something else I can do in a PDF, but I'm not sure.
Well,
But
what is the chapter we're in? I can remember it that way too.
okay, we are in. You come over here and look. Um, we're on page, actually page 22 here on my
All right, so just remember that. I'll remember. 22.
yeah, chapter wise, but
So
it's
22.
not,
Page 22.
not giving me that. All right,
Cool.
stop that, and I will. Let's see. Do I have a song queued up to play? Let's see. Oh, these are all chanting. We don't want to hear. I mean, I love
You
to
know
hear.
what? Chanting is nice.
Okay, all right. We'll listen to the Mula Mantra. How
All
about
right. Okay.
that?
Well, thanks so much, everyone. God bless you all. I love you. Thanks so much for coming by today. And I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday, to read From Anxiety to Love with Audrey. And until then, peace.
Thank you so much, Rev Wayne Stills. And here's the Mula Mantra.
सच्चिदानंद परब्रह्मा पुरुषोत्तम परमात्मा श्री भगवती समेता श्री भगवते नमः Om Satchidananda Parabrahma Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samhita Shri Bhagavate Namaha Om Satchitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samhita Shri Bhagavate Namaha Om Tat Sat. Satchitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samhita Shri Bhagavate Namaha Om Tat Sat. Om Tat
All right, thank you all so much.
Very nice, very nice.